So can you confirm that more than 13% of the proposed budget is to service our debt burden? This makes debt interest payments the second biggest contributor to the budget growth. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct, Mr. Speaker, Your Honor.
And do you know how much that will go to our debt payment or debt servicing?
848 billion pesos, Mr. Speaker, Your Honor.
In my record says 876.7 billion. Parang mababa yung ano nyo. Mas gusto ko yung sa inyo, mas mababa ang ano nyo.
To be exact, 8. So kasama po ang net lending dun sa 876, Mr. Speaker, Your Honor.
So how much is it, Mr. Speaker? Madam Sponsor?
848 ang interest payments po
So,
for national government.
for year,
2025.
so 848 billion.
Yes.
So how
Mr.
many
Speaker, Your
percent
Honor.
is that? 13% of our total budget for next year? How many percentage yung debt servicing natin?
11%, Mr. Speaker, Your Honor.
So 11%. So, Mr. Speaker, so in short, 11% ng budget natin goes to debt servicing. Including ba yung principal doon or just the interest?
Just interest, Mr. Speaker.
So whenever pay yung principal natin, Mr. Speaker, Madam Sponsor?
Yes, we do pay for, we amortize our principal. But for, hindi po natin nakikita sa appropriations because magdo-double count po kung isasama natin.
Okay, Mr. Chair. So, Mr. Chair, the allocation for interest payment on debt increased by over 140-something billion from 670 billion 2024. So, mayroon tayong difference na 100 billion. Is that correct? Correct? Tama ba yun?
That is, wait. Ang increase po from 2024 is from 670.4 to 848.
So, a difference of 177 billion, something like that.
Yes, that is correct, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, Madam Sponsor, can you simply say that the COVID-19 affected our budget or our debt servicing na malaki? May different, malaki bang naging sanhi ng COVID-19 natin?
Absolutely, Mr. Speaker.
Can you give us yung detail? Kasi para malaman, kasi sa totoo lang, Mr. Speaker, Madam Sponsor, yung mga tao nagtataka, no? At least this is the time na explain natin sa kanila na every year tumataas ang ating utang, no? At akala nila saan napupunta ang ating pera. So ito bang COVID-19, kumpara mo year by year, ilang percentage ang tinaas because of the COVID-19 pandemic?
So kung titignan po natin ang gross borrowings by administration, nung panahon po ni President Aquino, ang kanyang debt to GDP ratio nung siya po ay nagtapos ay 41% lamang. 4.4 beginning President Aquino, ang gross borrowings 4.4 billion, ang kanyang accumulated borrowing was 1.365. So, maliit lang po. 29.8% increase lang po. Pero nung panahon po ni President Duterte, panahon nga ng pandemya, ang accumulated debt is 7.4 trillion. Trillion, no? Trillion pala po, sorry ha. 7.47 trillion, which is a 125.6% increase. Pagdating po ng ating present administration, ang debt accumulation so far is 2.27 trillion pesos or a 16.9% increase. So yun po ang pagkakaiba po across administrations. At uulitin ko po yung kay President Aquino, 1.365 trillion pesos. So yun ang difference po. Ulitin ko po, kay President Aquino, 1.365 trillion. Ang kay President Duterte, 7.47 trillion. Ang kay President Marcos, 2.2 trillion pesos.
So because of the pandemic, Mr. Speaker, hindi lang dumoble, I think 6 times pa ata. Parang ganun lumalabas because of the pandemic. Now, by the end of the 2025, ano bang projected outstanding national government debt natin? Magkano ang magiging utang natin by the end of 2025?
By the end of so sa ngayon po, ang ating debt stock, okay, by the end of 2025, ang ine-expect po natin na outstanding debt is 7.351 trillion pesos. By the end of, with a debt to GDP ratio of 60.4%. Yan ang expected natin po.
So, tumaas na naman. So, you mentioned a while ago when I was listening, the debt to GDP ratio natin right now is 60.9%. Am I right?
60.9. Yes, that is correct.
And then you also mentioned the target before the end of 2028, ang target nyo is 56.3%. Is that correct?
Okay, it's a range pala. Ang, 56.3, that is correct po.
Tama, di ba? Yan ang sinabi
Yes.
nyo kanina.
Yes po.
Now, at the end of 2028, so we're talking about 25 up to 2028. So with the difference of, kukumpara mo yung GDP na inanyo nyo, target nyo, so pwedeng tumaas to, pwede rin bumaba. Kasi target lang nilagay nyo na 56.3.
That is correct.
There's only 4 point something. So you're talking about the debt to GDP ratio from 2025 to 2028, 4 point something lang ang ina-expect nyong tataas for almost 4 years tayo. Is that safely to say? Tama ba yon?
Pababa po ang debt to GDP.
Yeah, ng 4%
About 4
lang.
points.
Isn't it masyado siyang maliit?